Welcome back to the channel. It's a little gloomy today, not much sun, lots of clouds. We are expecting some really cold weather over the next few days, so I'm going to show you some of the things that we do to get ready for it. We had a bout of cold weather a few weeks ago. We actually had snow, a nice dusting of snow recently, and then it got really hot and we had 90-degree weather, and now we're expecting another blast of cold, which is not unusual for winter in Texas. Some days it's hot, some days it's cold. And so I'm gonna get some of the things that I can ready for the cold weather. I think the lowest it's gonna get is like in the low 20s, which is not good for RV living because there's not a lot of insulation in an RV. So we're going to have to do a few things to keep our pipes from freezing. But I'm also gonna cover up our wood back here in case we get some rain and get the pipes ready for the freezing weather. So one of the things we use on our faucet out here, and this is a distance away from our RV, is we use these things called freeze misers. And what you do is you connect it to the faucet and turn the water on, and then as the temperature drops, it naturally drips, so it keeps your pipes from freezing. So this we've had on all winter. We'll turn the water off and on depending on the temperature. I'm gonna turn it on today. I'm gonna clean out our dog bowl a little bit, and then I'll make sure it's turned on so that when the temperature drops this evening, the pipes will drip and we won't have freezing pipes. Because if you've ever had freezing pipes, it is not fun, and we would have to do the repairs ourselves, and that wouldn't be fun either. If I were to do a quick review on these eco-worthy solar trackers, one thing that I think they should incorporate is the battery and charging system into it. If you notice down here, we have to attach a battery to it to get it to move. The system doesn't come with its own battery or charging. You can buy one and add it to it, but they're about $100, I think, or maybe $200 per tracker. And we already had a bunch of little batteries that we use, but we have to interchange them. So if you notice, this tracker is stuck in this flat position, while the other two trackers have moved to detect the sun. So what that tells me is that this battery is out of juice and it needs to be changed. So you can see it just moved. That battery actually had 12 volts, so it was still good. I think it just wasn't connected completely, so I moved around some of the electrodes and cooked it back up, and then you can see it woke up and moved. We purchased one of these washer dryer combos, GE, and it works very well with our power source. Uses less power since we're on solar. The plan was, since we're on solar, that it wouldn't pull much power. However, when you plug it into the RV wiring can't handle the washing machine plugged in and like the TV going, or the washing machine plugged in and something else plugged in. It kept tripping the wires. So unfortunately, when we use our washing machine, we have to turn the generator on. And so that's what we've been doing now. But once we build our house and move it into our house, it'll work with our solar system because it pulls very little power and it runs on a regular outlet. We don't need additional wiring. And so during the cold weather, since it is outside, what I do is I insulate it with blankets and make sure it's covered. I disconnect the water line so that it has space for water to expand. It's worked before, didn't have any problems with it, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. If you ever buy the GE washer dryer combo, this was a learning curve for me, but this has to be cleaned out and washed out every few loads. It has a foam filter and then it has a lint filter. I learned from my mistake. I learned from mistake that you have to wash this foam filter out frequently or the dryer won't dry your clothes. All covered and ready to go. It is pretty close to the trailer, and that helps get heat to it as well. So it did pretty well with the last big freeze we had. I'm hoping that things will still be okay with this upcoming freeze. So the cold front blew in yesterday, and we got down to, I think, 25 last night. I'm just coming outside this morning. I got off my shift late last night, so I couldn't really see if anything had blown around or if I needed to put something back together. But coming outside this morning, and it is very cold. It's still pretty windy, and so far everything looks okay. So the preparations I made last night are still, or yesterday, are still intact. My husband did say a couple of our shelters, pop-up shelters, you know, that protect you from the sun, needed some extra weight on them, and he did that. But other than that, everything is fine. That's about it for this video. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.